Dudes, we successfully made it to Friday. I don't know about you guys, but I'm so glad that yesterday is done. Wow, yesterday was a day, right? And Fridays feel so good. So glad we made it. Sorry I'm a little bit later this morning. Rest is super important, and I needed it. So, this is the last day on stretching and flexibility. And I started to talk a little bit about it yesterday, but today my focus is on meditation. And it kind of ties in with last week with personal development and believing in yourself and strengthening your mind and your heart so that you can physically do what you want to do. Because it all does start there. And I touched on it a little bit yesterday with yoga. And I just want to backtrack just a second to yesterday because I was real quick going through yoga. But I am almost as passionate about yoga as I am about nutrition and Shakeology because I believe it's kind of universal. I don't think there's any single person out there that doesn't need an increase in balance in their life as well as in their body, an increase in flexibility and strength, and an increase in their mind capability with meditation. And I think yoga is one of those things that, although it scares the pants off of people, anybody can do. Well, I say anybody. If you have any amount of mobility, you can do yoga. Doesn't matter your size, doesn't matter your age. It works. It works for everybody, and I think it's one of the best stress relievers. I think it's one of the best ways to ensure that you don't get injury as you work your muscles and as you get older. I think it is just one of the best ways to help you really learn to listen to your body and what it's telling you. I think the pace of it is something that even hyper people like me, you need to slow down sometimes and just kind of get with yourself. People who don't like fast-paced exercise, you move very slowly through yoga. I think finding a good program to teach you the basics is essential, but I think it's one of those things that everybody can use in their life. I really do. I'm just gonna say that I think everybody can use it. So that brings me to meditation. Meditation, I think, also scares a lot of people. It scared me at first, and that's because I think everybody thinks that they're doing it wrong. I can't quiet my mind. There's too many thoughts that are always going on. I can't just sit and be quiet. And meditation is about quieting your mind, but more than that, like, you're going to have thoughts run through your mind. It's learning to bring it back to whatever your focus is. And I think that strengthening that, again, is super important. Your mind has to be as strong as your body, right? You have to have the ability to focus and concentrate on something. It's like a muscle. You have to grow it just like the rest of your body. And in our age of technology, almost everybody is ADD, right? You can't focus on one thing. You're watching TV, you're working on your phone, you're typing on the computer all at the same time. And that ability to kind of quiet your mind and really focus will help you in schoolwork if you're a student. It will help you in business. It helps you with your family as you're planning. And again, it's a great stress reliever. There is an app called Headspace that is free that you can get on your phone and your mobile devices, and it's got a 10-day like introduction to medication. Jeez Louise, it is Friday morning. Meditation. And it kind of walks you through the stumbling blocks that people have and lets you know it's okay. It's okay that your mind just went someplace else. Now let's bring it back. And this is kind of how you should be feeling. And this is kind of how what your body should be feeling and how that works in your mind. There's also a podcast that I've just started listening to, and I kind of like it. I'm not sure that I love it, but it's a good place to start, and I'm looking it up for you here real quick. It's called the Daily Meditation Podcast. They're about 10 minutes long, and there's a theme for each week, kind of going back to what we talked about last week. Also, there's like an affirmation that you focus on, and then they walk you through different styles of meditation. So that's pretty cool. It doesn't have to be long. You know, some people will meditate for like 30 minutes at a time, but it doesn't have to be long, 10, 15 minutes, 5 minutes. Just whatever your mind can handle. And then as you build that muscle, you're able to do it for longer and longer. And then again, going back into yoga, using that same state of mind to breathe through things that are uncomfortable and know that you can go longer and harder. That kind of helps you out with everything in life, right? When you get super stressed out and you go into that panic mode, if you can just bring it down and breathe through it and say, okay, so this is where I'm at, and this is the next step that I need to take, better than just reacting. I think you'll find that it helps in your relationships. I know as a mom, especially, we're so quick to just throw something out there to our kids if we're irritated, right? And not really think about the way it affects people, affects our children, affects the relationships around us. And so having that ability to stay calm, even in a stressful situation, it does wonders for you. All right, I'm starting to ramble. So those are three good tools that you can use if you wanted to kind of get started looking into that. And meditation has also been known to help lower your blood pressure and kind of just give you an overall healthy balance in your life. Check out Headspace, the app. Check out the Daily Meditation Podcast. And I really encourage you to find, even on YouTube or whatever, just find some quick yoga that you can start getting into on at least a weekly basis. All right, guys, I hope you have a fantastic Friday, and I will chat with you later.